And we have the Mackenzies in the building. Karibuni sana.
Asante.
You know, I've always envied this name. Probably because nilikuwa naiona kwa movies nikiwa mtoto. And it sounded so posh.
Yeah.
And there were so many different ways of writing it. But it just sounded nice. Isn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
this is nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I love it, actually.
Kindly introduce yourselves. We'll start with the lady, of course.
Okay, my name is Rahab Mackenzie.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm married to this handsome gentleman. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, handsome gentleman, your
Oh my
turn.
gosh, I'm blushing. But so
Please
my
don't.
name is Bruce. Let me say Pastor Bruce Nathan Mackenzie. This is my lovely wife, Rahab Mackenzie.
Okay.
And yeah, apart from being a pastor, I'm also a businessman.
Ah, great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. And karibuni sana.
Asante.
I love a good love story. And yours is no exceptional.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
And I'm
unique.
here for it. So I don't know, where do we start? How? Maybe we'll start with the man, because most of the times it's one your hunter.
Exactly.
Yeye ndio anatafuta.
Yeah.
Were you looking? What did she just, was she like, you know how I am intentionally looking for a wife? Or was it like, oh, there's this girl who just comes here, oh, I see her, oh, and then maybe one day it's like, oh, she's not just like a beautiful girl, this is the one I want. How was it for you?
Our love story is quite long.
Okay.
But we're going to try to be brief.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so in my introduction, I said I'm a pastor.
Yes.
So literally, I run a ministry.
Yes.
And Rahab was part of my ministry.
Okay.
We've known each other for about 8 years now. So she just used to come for the fellowships as usual. And being a single man of God, I was focused on the cross.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
No distractions.
No whatsoever.
Whatsoever, no distractions. And I remember she used to be part of the leadership even by then. And I just used to do ministry as usual. There's a principle I had put to myself so that it controls me, that I will never ever seduce the sisters that I minister to.
Not in this church.
Not in this church. I'm a holy man.
Oh my God. And here is Rahab.
Here is Rahab, looking nice, beautiful, very quiet. She doesn't talk a lot. And she loves God so much.
Yes.
So maybe I will just do fast forward. So
Why are we fast forwarding? First of all, at this point when you're meeting him, had you tried dating before? Had you been in the scene?
now what I can say, by the time she was coming into the ministry, I had tried other relationships, but they were not very serious.
Okay.
But then, since she just used to come to the ministry, once she's done, she goes.
Yes.
So I didn't have any intentions of asking her out or anything.
Yes.
And that's why I wanted to fast forward the story.
Okay,
now,
fine, let's go
to what happened.
Okay.
So we continued doing ministry, then we lose touch at some point. About now 5 years later, after meeting, we lose touch. Then I was launching a branch of my ministry in Thika Town.
Okay.
So I invite her. And previously I had invited her in several meetings, but she wasn't showing up. So I invite her.
We'll get to that, Rahab.
Yeah. She shows up and I'm saying, wow, this girl.
Praise Jesus.
Praise the Lord. That day there was a special grace.
Okay.
There was a special grace. And and I think it all began there. I looked at her. I knew sometimes for us, being a pastor is quite different from just being a normal person. So you can, somebody can be very beautiful, but you don't really want to say,
Yes.
because you don't want also to trigger things that are not.
Or even look at them funny. Like
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
to be very careful.
Yeah, very, very
Everybody's
careful.
looking at you.
Yeah. So I remember I just we said hi, blah blah blah, and your story kaisha hapo. So then now I had to organize a date.
Did you have a number? Yes, because you'd called her to
Yeah,
invite her.
yeah. I
Okay,
had her
cool.
number.
Okay.
I had her number. So now I think I should take this thing to the next level. And there's a story that I haven't said there. By the
Yes.
time I was launching my ministry that time, I had lost a huge amount of money. Somebody had conned me a lot of money. So I was very broke. Very broke. I don't know if you understand what being broke is.
Okay,
Yeah.
the level where other broke people are looking at you and feeling pity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
This
yeah.
one is broker.
You are broker, you know.
Okay.
So I'm here because I like lost all my savings. My businesses had gone down. I had even to close down one of my ministries, branch of my ministry, because I didn't have finances to, to just keep the ministry running.
Yes.
So I organized a debt.
So let's just hold it there.
Yeah.
We need to find out why she's not appearing in these things that she's being invited.
Yeah.
So you're in the same ministry.
Yeah.
Pastor is single, focused on the cross.
On the cross,
Yes.
yeah.
And were you seeing him in any other way apart from him being a pastor? Did you find him, good looking?
Actually, no.
Where?
You know, every woman has that ideal man that you want, eh?
Yes.
So me, I was like, no, I'm not going to do this. I just like Pastor Bruce, and I was so hungry for God. And ile kiu, you just want God. So I used to go to the ministry. Actually, I didn't even used to say hi to him. I would enter, we do the service, then shui,
You go.
I go.
And that happened for a while.
Yeah.
So why were you not showing up? Akikwambia njoo.
Actually, I don't know.
But then this thicker one, you showed up.
Yeah, this one, he had invited me for some time. Every time I will turn him down, even on that specific Saturday when he was launching his ministry in Thika.
Yes.
I didn't feel like going actually. I dressed up, alafu I seated down on the seat, alafu nikasema no. I don't feel like going.
Thika ni mbali.
Kwa ni mbali. So why do I have to go? And why is he inviting me?
Yeah.
Why kila wakati tu anataka niende? So on that day nikasema let me just go. I just felt a push in my spirit to go.
Yes.
So I went. Actually niliingia late.
So the whole time you're just over there wondering, amefika.
So I entered. Actually, he didn't even notice that nimeingia.
Okay.
So I sat down and he preached. I remember even the first sermon that he preached, it was about love. So he preached, then it was done. Then I went home. Actually, I didn't even say hi. Yes, I did. I said hi to him, but hatukuongea, and I left.
Okay. He's busy thinking about taking you on a date.
Yeah.
You're not even seeing all of that. So when you asked her out, how did you do it?
So, I took the advantage of being her pastor, yeah, also. So I just told her I would love to meet you. I would love us to, have a chat. But even at that moment, I didn't even have money to take her out in the first place. And there's the picture that people have about a servant of God and how they look at you. So I think, I mean, later on I came to realize there's what she was expecting, but akapigwa na butwa kwa ground.
Kwa ground
Victory different.
Kwa ground mambo ilikuwa noma. So what I did, I just called her. I told her, please come. I would really love us to, to have a chat. So akaniuliza, but where are we meeting? Nikamwambia, I have some other members of my church at my place, so you just come home. Sikuwa na do ya kuenda ati tunaweza enda Java to chill.
But now we are safe because kuna watu wengine wamejaa huko kwa.
Sasa nikajua hii ni advantage. Na kidogo hapa itabidi nimejitetea. But remember, by that time I was going through a lot of issues which I haven't mentioned.
Why haven't you mentioned, Pastor?
I had I had tried marrying before. Yeah.
Oh, you had engaged someone.
Sure. I had even engaged someone. I remember by then the hub was...
Did you know about the person who was engaged?
I didn't know her in person, but me, all I knew that this guy is getting married. Actually, when I met him, when he was launching his ministry, I knew that there's a woman, Kuna Bibi.
Kuna Bibi very soon.
Kuna Bibi, ashaingia actually. So, so me focus yangu iko hapo actually. But mimi nilikuwa hapo, hallelujah, pastor, congratulations.
She actually congratulated me on Facebook, everywhere, because it was a big thing. By then, the mall was very new.
Yes.
So I had proposed to that. She was not Kenyan, the lady.
Okay.
I had proposed to her in the middle of the hub.
What?
It was and it was on a Valentine's, I remember.
Wait, were you the one? Valentine ilikuwa kubwa. Did you use bikes?
Not really.
What was happening?
It was at the hub. They were screening a movie that night. It was a Valentine's night.
I think it made rounds on social media.
Most probably because I went offline for some time. I had to disappear for some time. Yeah. So so I had just come from that relationship, and
what happened?
Oh, you want to know what happened?
Sorry. Is it okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
okay. I think now we went over it and
Okay.
now I think I can talk about it.
Okay.
So there was that lady. I had gone to minister in Tanzania. I do a lot of traveling across the world just to preach. So I had gone up to Karibu, hapa Tanzania. So I went there to minister. Then there was that sister there. She was doing missions, evangelizing, and I assumed she's born again. And you know, men don't believe by faith. We believe by sight. What you see is what you believe. So yeah, so we started something there, and I remember tukaanza kudate. This lady was Ugandan. We've met in TZ. So fast forward, tukaanza kudate too. I saw red flags. I thought I would change. She didn't love ministry, but I thought hizi ni vitu zinaweza change cause nataka dem mwenye si ministry sana.
Yes, wacha tu mimi nifanye vitu zangu.
Wacha mimi nifanye tu gospel, yeye akae huko kwa market world. I mean a corporate world. So
Yes.
Fast forward tukaamua kwenda kuvisit the parents. Then we go there, and the dad, according to because I was marrying from the tribe of their president.
Okay.
They are called Banyankoles. Okay, so I wanted to marry from there. So the dad tells me three things. If you want to marry my daughter, number one, stop being a pastor.
Oh, excuse me.
Number two, he chose for me a place in Kampala. The place is called Bugolobi. It's like Karen.
Okay.
So he told me go buy a piece of land there, build a bungalow, not a house. Build a bungalow, and then after you build it, we'll now talk about my daughter. The third thing, I think he was just insisting I should marry in Anglican church, which I had no issue.
Okay.
And he told me to do those things before I talk to him. And
I'm already
remember,
tired.
by the time we are going, we were remaining in like 2 months to the wedding, because we had already set the dates, everything, because the logistics were very hard. Traveling from here
Yes,
to Kampala,
yes.
it's quite expensive.
Yeah.
So we had decided that we are going to sort everything. Then we just I had asked the lady to talk to the dad. So
Okay.
she told me things are okay, let's just continue, let's proceed. But there are many red flags I saw, because after that meeting I went back to Kampala. Kitu yenye hata sikuwa nimenotice, the lady didn't come with us to the father's home. Another thing, the father refused us to meet at there. Imagine menda dowry negotiation, muna meet kwa hoteli. Muna meet kwa hoteli. So muna meet kwa
Na
hoteli.
umetoka huku kwote.
Nimetoka huku kwote, nimelipia wase hotel Kampala. It was quite something, yeah.
Pole.
So I go back to Kampala. I tell the lady, you know, this thing is me and you. If we don't fight for it, it's not gonna happen. Yeah.
Okay.
So the lady tells me, it's okay, Nini, I'll talk to my dad. So the following day I was going to minister in a church in Kampala. So I finished ministering. I tried calling her, the phone was not going through. 2 months later, I tried calling, nilipikuwa napiga simu every day for 3 months. She never picked my phone calls. So I decided to move on.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was quite something. It
Yes.
wasn't that easy. Up to date, she has never picked my phone calls. She changed the house, but the more of the story is she wasn't straightforward. She was a liar. She was not also born again, I noticed later.
Unajua kudodge bullet. Mungu anakupenda, Pastor Bruce.
Sana. Because nilikuwa nimebook, by that time tunaenda hiyo story nilikuwa nishabook wedding venue. My friends had given me cars. We were even to use a limo for the wedding. They walikuwa wametupea hadi helicopter. Imagine.
Uli dodge bullet. Ungebaki na madeni huku kwa hii dunia.
Noma sana. So unaweza imagine.
Una congratulatiwa. Na wewe unajua kuna kitu inaendelea.
Najua juu sasa nilihave kwenda underwater for some time. I had to keep quiet about the whole story.
Yes.
So guys thought actually I'm married. We finished the story. I pulled down all the videos on Facebook and all that. And I learned very many lessons, because I usually tell guys from that, I usually, for me, when I go through something, I don't take the negative side of it.
You learn.
I learned a lot of stuff from there. So you can imagine, after that, I now lose all my savings the following year. Then now I want now to date her.
So Rahab,
Yes.
by the time you're telling him congratulations, you do not know all these things that are going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
And now he's asked you to go to his house.
Yeah.
There are other people so that you feel safe. And at this point you're wondering what's going on. Did you go?
Yeah, I did. Actually, ndio ani invite kwake, I posted a picture on Facebook. So I think hiyo picture ilikuwa inasikia Mungu, yani
ilifanya mambo ile picture.
I posted a picture and then the guy was right away in my inbox. Hi dear. Not dear.
Yeah, I rarely call people dear.
He doesn't do that.
Yeah.
So hi dear, and I'm like, hi pastor. Bwana Yesu asifiwe.
Amen.
And then I told me, can I just meet you for a cup of coffee? And then I said yes. I asked him where. He said in Karen. At first I refused because I didn't know Karen tunafanya nini peke yetu wawili, and then he told me I have a few of my friends and my siblings are there, so you can just come. So I went. So vile nilifika hivi ndo niliona maajabu.
Tunaachia hapo kwa maajabu kwa muda kidogo. We'll pick it up from there after this very short commercial break. Don't go too far. Welcome back to Full Circle. We have Rehab and Bruce in the building, the Mackenzies. And so Bruce invites beautiful girl for a cup of coffee. And she said yes, and the conditions kuna watu wengine pia. And she got there, akasema ulimalizia, ukapata maajabu.
Yes.
Maajabu gani?
So I got there, alafu the guy was dressed, hata ungesema ni pasi. Ako in unfinished trouser. Bling bling.
Ala.
You know? A leather jacket.
Ati?
Hey, and I'm like, wow, okay.
What's going
so
on?
nikajua hapa enyewe kuna maandalizi. So I got there, and the guy actually, he was broke.
Yes.
There was nothing to offer, even tea.
Even the coffee that he promised?
No.
Ama coffee was just fancy.
Even water.
Coffee was by faith.
Even water.
Even water. So I got there, and there, actually I did not even judge him. At first nilidhani labda anataka tupige story, then in the middle of the story nitaletewa coffee. So we started talking, and then he said what he wanted. And then I asked him, what is your vision?
Okay.
Because I really want to know what's your vision, because I want to know if I can fit in the vision, or it's too big for me, ama pia ni kidogo sana kwangu. So I asked him, and the guy started, this guy has a vision till now. Hata tukumaliza almost the whole day. Ukiambiwa vision.
Yeah, it was about 6 hours. I was explaining to her what the vision.
You asked a good question. That was a good question to start this conversation. Since we semekana, uliingia tu kama ujui kwenye unaenda.
Niliingia tu because he's a pastor, and you know being a pastor ako kwa limelight, and so many ladies are after him.
Yes.
So mi sikutaka ikae ni kama I'm after him being a pastor. No. Because me I want Bruce, you know?
Yes.
Apart from him being a pastor, I want Bruce.
Okay.
So I wanted to know the vision, where this guy is headed to. And kidogo hivi napoa story. Paka mimi nashinda kaya kuna chai.
Bruce.
Hata maji. Oh my God.
You know, by then I didn't even have 10 shillings. It was that bad. You know,
like
I had
never bling.
Ameng'ara.
Mtu alikuwa nazo ajauza.
Hizo
ziko tu home.
So unajua, by then of course I had lost a lot of liquid cash and things had gone down. But life has to move on.
It has to.
And I also felt, I think I have to grow to the next level no matter what is happening now. So I had actually nothing in the house. My fridge was off. It was empty. I'm talking about an empty fridge. I think I even had just coins. I don't know. I didn't have money. So the best I could do was just to share with her. And for me, I felt it was the right thing to do. If she's my wife,
to know,
then she would accept me in that condition.
In that condition.
Because there is a condition that guys would love to, you know, they want to meet you and you have everything. But all I had was the vision.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you buy the vision?
Yes, I did. Actually, at that point, I went home first to think about it and to know. And I wanted to hear him again. Nione kama ni plan alikuwa amejipanga, because alijua
ambush siku nyingine
yenye
haja kungoja.
Yeah. So I went home and I decided I have to think about this thing and know if I'm fit for it, because even he's a man of God. Apart from him being Bruce, he's a man of God, meaning that him is totally sold out for the ministry. And his service is unto God.
Yes.
Mimi, I'm under him. I belong to him, but he belongs to God. And I went home and I thought about it. I thought. For like weeks and weeks, because and you know, as a wise woman, you can't just say yes in the first date.
No, you have to think about it.
I
Be sure
have
this
to
is what you
think
want for
about
yourself.
it, and you know, this is a person that I'm going to spend the nini life yangu yote. I'm with him, so I had to think about it and know if I'm fit to be there. And then I thought about it, and I saw, okay, I have my place in the vision.
Okay.
Where I'm heading to, it can actually fit in the vision.
Okay.
So, and then I said yes.
Wow, that was it was quite something. It was quite something. When she said yes, I even got confused for some few minutes.
You don't know what to do with
Yeah,
yourself
you
now.
don't know what to do. But at the same time, you're saying now this is it. But remember, even prior to that,
Yes.
remember my story now. I'm
Yes.
in a very tight place.
Yes.
But she was very supportive, even in that. She's one of the few people that understood the nitty-gritties of what is happening within my life. Because I remember even I was considering to close the ministry completely and just stop preaching and just stay at home.
Because you had already closed the one in Rongai.
Yeah, I had closed, and I think in my life, one of the most hurting thing I've ever gone through was to close the door of the church. Because you have no money, nothing, you can't do anything about it, and it's frustrating. So it was a very tough time. So that's when we were meeting when I was launching Thika. You remember
Yes.
the story?
Yes.
That was when my ministry was actually at peak. My
Okay.
ministry was peaking, but it's the time I lost finances. So I struggled a little bit because the ministry was new and I couldn't stop it. Then also after a few months, I had to close Thika. I had just closed Rongai. Now I have to close also Thika. So she was very supportive in that season. I remember there are days she could even buy onion. She used to stay in Kitengela. She could buy stuff, even beef, na natuma tu come home na nduthi. Sa hiyo nakwambia,
Because
yeah.
Oh my God.
And I also learned during that time, hitting depression was gonna be very, very easy.
Yeah.
Remember nimekuwa na hiyo saga
Yes.
ya marriage. Now
Pesa imeenda.
Yes. And I'm not employed, I'm self-employed. I run
Yes.
businesses, so it was quite tricky. And hitting depression was so easy, but she's one of the people that kept me moving. She kept me going. She kept telling me, we have to do this. Because I remember after nimefunga Thika, after like nilikuwa nimedelay kama 1 month, nimefunga now 1 month later, she went collected all the leaders in my ministry and she brought them home. So they found me at home sleeping. I had locked myself in the house for about there are days I could just sleep for 3 days. You just sleep, wake up, sleep, wake up, sleep, wake up. So they tell me, Pasi, we are the gate. So I tell them, okay, cool, karibuni. Wakaingia wakaniambia, Bruce, you didn't call yourself. God called you. You are going back to ministry. She was amongst them. And I knew this woman, this
This
one.
is the one.
This is the one. Yeah, this is the one. Because honestly speaking, before I had everything.
Yes.
I was living, good place. You're driving, you have everything, there's money.
Yes.
And it's so easy if you want to marry, just
Yeah, you can just marry.
one time.
Yeah.
But now I have nothing. Nothing to, to show. It's just me and God. And, and whatever you can see there, that's all I have. But this woman, hey, came through for me.
How long did it take before you walked down the aisle? Did he even engage? Kulikuwa na madate kwa katikati ya pesa tu hata.
Akukuwa na pesa, but we made the most out of every opportunity because I love nature, he loves nature.
Okay.
So tungeenda tu tutembee.
Yeah, we could do walks. Yeah, and place tuna stay is quite cool, so ilikuwa rahisi, we could do walks. Yeah, sometimes mnatoka tu mnatembea mguu for a distance. You feel nice
You
about
feel
it.
nice, yes.
Yeah.
And we agreed. I told her I have no money to spend, so we spend what is there.
Yes.
But also, you don't stay down for so long.
No.
God begins to lift you up pole pole. And that has been the process. And it's like God wanted us to start from scratch. And that was the best part of us. That's the best part of our story.
Built from the ground up.
Yeah.
And at that time, actually, it was, I would say it was a test for me because you know now he doesn't have money. He doesn't have any job. So I had to collect ile yenye niko nayo,
Yes.
tuna share.
Ni watu wawili
Ni watu wawili. Now it was a test because unajua sometimes you'll feel a love from him, from the other relationship vile kulikuwa.
Yes.
So now he doesn't know how to express himself. Aniambia I love you, vitu kama hizo. Alikuwa naogopa, yani I couldn't feel loved, unaona?
Okay.
This guy has approached me, yes.
But he's not affectionate.
I am not feeling this thing.
Yeah. I think I had effects from because the previous relationship I felt conned as well. I spent so much money, do everything, pay rent that is not there. I mean, I had gone through so much. So I think getting into this relationship, I had to adjust a lot of things.
Okay.
I had to adjust a lot of things, and it was quite tricky. I loved her; she knew it.
Yes.
But maybe I used to fail sometimes how to express it. Yeah, and I didn't know it is affecting her until
Later.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So how long did it take before you walked down the aisle?
Was it 8 months?
It wasn't so long.
But it's still 8 months was...
Yeah, it was quite
Substantial.
something.
Yeah.
Substantial, because again, things happened so fast. Now I had learned another lesson. I couldn't put our relationship in public.
No,
That was
not
also-
again.
Not
Yeah.
again.
No.
That was also another huge challenge,
Yes.
because she's this person, she wants to feel loved in public. You need to hold
Yes.
her hands in public.
Please.
Yeah. And
What's up status?
yeah. And I'm there, I'm thinking,
Not again.
not again. I'm not doing it. I'm going to hide you until we are just ready to come out to the public. And
Yes.
remember, we had a story huko nyuma. So it was quite challenging during that season, that period. But remember, it was easy for us to date because we had known each other as well.
Yes.
We were friends
We were
first.
friends first.
Yeah.
For quite some time. Hata kama she was respecting me as a pastor.
Yes.
So crossing the line was the issue. So we took about those 8 months, and I think now fast forward now to the engagement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it?
She's
Yeah.
the one who is the best one to talk about.
So it was on this particular day. Actually, it was on my birthday, October. So after my birthday, hakuna kitu akukuja.
Hakukuja birthday.
Hakukuja, sikumuona hata. And that day it was boring. Actually, I was in the house. So sikuwa na anywhere to go. So akaniambia, I'm sending you. Actually, he said I'm coming. So akaniambia ningoje place fulani. It was in Kitengela. So I waited for him. And then he didn't show up. I saw gifts. Sikumuona yeye.
Okay.
And flowers, chocolates, and I was happy. And I love keeping memories. So because singeweka hizo maua, so I went to a studio, took photos with them.
But it was also quite emotional for her.
Yeah.
Because I had not sent her flowers for
Flowers.
quite some time.
Yeah, it was the first time actually.
And not because I really didn't want to send flowers.
Hauna kakitu pasi.
Kakitu hakuna manze. So where the best you can do is a text. I mean, so hizo flowers ilikuwa so it was so
Alienda
emotional for her.
studio. Ukaenda studio kapiga mapicha.
The first time. That's why at least I felt loved at least, because I love flowers.
Yes.
So I went, took photos of the flowers. Alafu my sisters walikuwa wananichekelea. Tika unaenda kupiga.
Like nini wacheni.
But it was so special for me.
Yes.
So after that, he told me tulikuwa tunatafuta ilikuwa ni land ya church in Rongai.
Yeah.
So in this particular day akaniambia let's go look for a land ya kuhire for the church. Nikamwambia sawa. So we went. After that akaniambia nataka tuende Isili. I want to go and look for some suits and some things. Nashinda msee akona plan gani? So we went akabai vitu. Mimi sikubai anything. Ile ni smart.
Sawa, ni smart.
But by that time I was still my business had begun to pick up.
Okay.
So those zilikuwa zimeanza kukam sasa.
So
Pole pole.
Pole. So at least now I can enjoy, and at least feel loved because sikuwa napeleka hizo dates.
Okay.
Tupige walk, rudi
yes.
home.
Yeah.
So at that time tukaendelea akafanya shopping. Kumbe it was for my engagement. Sikuwa najua. Akaniambia so tukaenda tukafanya shopping akamaliza, but aunge suspect hata ile I had no idea kabisa because I wasn't waiting for it. Yes. Sa mtu atatoa wapi kama ni engagement? I was waiting for it inside the church tumalize
ile yes.
So kumbe alafu I could feel that he's so stressed up. Sana namwangalia na shindo, huyu mtu kuna kitu namsumbua. Sana namuuliza, "Are you okay?" "Yes, I'm okay." But me I'm feeling this guy is not okay. Kumbe it's the planning inampea stress. So tukaenda tukafika. I remember tulikuwa hapo archives, akaniambia, "Sawa, sasa you just go home, tutaonana." And I'm like, just like that? We enda tu home. Hata tukuingia anywhere. So nikaenda home. Alafu the next day akanipigia, akaniambia, "I want you to come at least tukate keki."
Go out for a dinner. So I told her, let's go have dinner just for your birthday. I would really love to appreciate you. Let's go have a good time. It's been a minute.
So I dressed up, and sasa hakuniambia. So I didn't even do my hair. Ilikuwa tu vile nilikuwa.
But it wasn't bad.
Nails zilikuwa
tu mbaya. Yani nilipatwa off guard.
That was genuine engagement.
Genuine.
Hizi zingine ndo kwanza umetengeneza makucha.
Ati amefanya makeup yote.
Hakuna.
So ndio mimi huyo. Alafu after akaniambia ukuje jioni and take an Uber, and like, "Yo,
please.
This
level.
Guy. Level. Sasa nichukua Uber. Niko what?
Tulikuwa tunatembea sasa hizi tunachukua Uber.
Tunachukua Uber. So at that time alikuwa ameanza ku pick up in business. So mimi nikachukua Uber. Alafu he told me, "Is it possible for you to come with your brother?" Brother tena? Dinner yetu wawili, brother anakuja kufanya nini? So nikamwambia, "No, it's not possible because ako kazini and sikuwa nimemwambia." So akaniambia, "You just come." So I went alone. Tikaenda nikafika. Alafu sasa destination vile pin ilikuwa dropped, nilikuwa what? It was in Karen. So I went there, nikafika, niko like, umseme tumekuja huku job ama ni dinner, you know? So tikaenda tukafika, but could drop to hivi kwa gari na ako nervous. That's hapo ndo it hit. It said that this one, it's an engagement party, ama there's something fishy going on.
Oh my goodness, like our time is running up and I want to hear the story to the end.
So akaniambia, let's vile niambia hivyo niko na there's something fishy, ama nataka kuniambia tuachane. Because sasa namuona naka mshtuka. Hayuko settled. So at first tukaenda tukaketi chini, and then the waiter came. They had planned it all. So the waiter akakuja akaniuliza, unataka kunywa? Nikamwambia, just water, it's okay for now, because sikuwa najua nini inaningoja. Pia mimi nilikuwa tense. So we went, and then akaniambia, no, anajua napenda place iko open airspace. Tukaenda kufika hapo. So mimi napenda kumpea story. I don't talk too much, but to him naongeanga yangu yote. So nampea story, tunapanda. Then kufika juu, boom, the surprise.
Oh my God.
And then I was surprised to see the people I didn't expect to see. Unajua wale watu unaonanga wako pale tu high class. You don't want even to, haujawahi wasalimia, haujawahi.
Yeah, I had actually brought my senior pastors. I had brought very important people in my life.
Yes.
It was quite not very big.
But it was personal.
Yeah, tulifanya pale Asmara.
Oh.
Yeah. So
okay.
yeah, so
beautiful.
So she got really shocked.
Yes.
She didn't know. So tumepanda juu. Naona tu ase na nilikuwa nimemshoni birthday.
Yeah.
So all through alikuwa anafikiria bado ni birthday. So I think so tukaingia kwanza akakuwa shocked, then we had really set, it was really nice. It was very beautiful with cool music. It was just awesome. So yeah, so tukafika tukaongea nini tukasema sasa tukate keki. Kwa keki ndo nilikuwa nimeandika Rahab, will you marry me?
Will you marry?
Yeah.
So did you cry?
I cried.
Oh.
I cried.
Yeah.
Being the first person in our family to do a wedding.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really cried.
Yeah.
See God.
Yeah, it
See
was
God
God.
in these beautiful little spaces. Our time is up. Do you have time for a quick fire? Can we get a minute? Tinga? Thank you. So we have a minute. Before, oh my God.
Yeah.
I think I got consumed and forgot about the time.
Okay.
So quick fire, and we'll answer very fast. So I'll start here, Ivo.
Okay.
What's your partner's favorite TV show? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Okay.
What's your favorite TV show?
I love watching movies.
Okay,
actually.
cool. What's your partner's favorite book? Hey.
I was Madi the Bible.
Definitely going to read the Bible. You're going to give us the
Of course.
Bible. Hiya. What food does your partner like to cook? I'm assuming you like to cook, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what she
Yours-
likes
yes.
cooking?
Uh-huh.
Chicken.
Great.
Yeah.
And what's his favorite meal?
Chapati.
Okay. What's her favorite color?
Yellow.
Nice, I like it. What's your partner's favorite pastime activity?
He loves watching movies and reading books.
Okay. Okay. What makes him or her feel most loved? And they think this is for both of you. What to you do you know that makes him feel loved?
Just creating time for him.
Okay. And for you?
She loves gifts.
No.
Yeah, gifts all the time.
Okay.
Dress every time. Shoes every
Every time.
Ah.
It's a good thing, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a
yeah,
good thing,
sure,
you know.
sure,
It's a good
sure.
thing.
Yeah.
So I think our quick fire is done. Yes, we've answered all of them. Thank you so much for coming through.
You're welcome.
And maybe parting shot from one of you as we go.
Yeah.
Maybe an encouragement to couples.
Okay. So it's important for all of us to wait on God when
Yes.
it comes to marriage. Marriage is not a trial. This is a lifetime thing. And despite the challenges, learn to take the lessons out of it. Don't
Yeah.
waste any experience in marriage. And when you are there, settle your mind to stay there. There is no option. No leaving, no quitting.
Yes.
Let's build it together as a couple, and God will bless you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming through.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Told you. I love you. I love, not love, well, I love you guys, but I love a beautiful love story. It just melts me, makes me feel so good and gives me hope, okay? And I hope you have hope as well for yourself, to get what it is that you desire. We're going to take a very short commercial break. When we come back, I get tortured by Score and Andy doing some conditioning workout. I barely made it through. You'll see it all after this break.